know I haven't posted in a while, and I'm sorry. But we're gonna do a nice smoky eye today. And I'm gonna go a little bit more step by step for y'all. So first step is make sure you start with a clean canvas. Grab you some primer. My primer is from Dollar General. It's the Believe brand. Pretty and Primed. Stay Put Makeup Primer. So put a little bit there, a little bit there, some there. Put it away and rub it in all over your face. Once you've got it rubbed in everywhere, you're going to let it dry. It takes about 2 minutes. Now that it's dry, I'm going to put on my foundation. This is the Fit Me by Maybelline. Once you've got that, you take your sponge and make sure it's damp, not soaking wet. And you kind of just run it all over and smooth it out. There. Now that that's all on, I'm gonna go in with my contour sticks, both by Wet n Wild. We're gonna put in right under the cheekbone, right at the top of the forehead. Cutting in on the nose right here, rounding up the nose, like that. And with the lighter one, under the eye, down the nose right there, up the nose, across the forehead, and right here. A little bit down here. And with the same blender, you're going to blend it out. Takes a minute, doesn't go super fast. So now you can see what it looks like when you're done blending versus where you start from. Alright, now that that's all blended in, I'm going to go in with my pressed powder, or my translucent loose powder, the Photo Focus. And with a small sponge, this is going to protect from eyeshadow drop, plus make it when if you take a picture, that area is not going to get super bright. That's on. You're just going to let it sit while you do the eyeshadow. I'm going to grab my palette. The one I use is from Amazon. It's called Beauty Glaze Gorgeous Me Eyeshadow Tray. I think it was like 14 bucks. And I'm gonna find a brush. It's kind of flat. I'm gonna go in with a very light nude color. It's very skin tone for me. So you're gonna do whatever your skin tone is. If you're darker, use a darker color that matches your skin tone. Okay. I'm gonna then go in with a more orangey and use a little bit of both of these to give a transition color. About mid eyelid. Just pull it out this way towards the end of the eye, the outer corner. Repeat on your other side. I do both eyes at the same time, so you can make sure, one, not to forget what color you used, and two, you can kind of make sure they stay more on the even side. Now to go in with that darker color, using the same brush, and just in the corner you're going to pack in that darker color. Same on the other side. Blend them together. Now with a blender brush or one that's really super fluffy, you're gonna pull from the super dark side of the palette. Sometimes I'll use black. Sometimes I'll just use like a super, super dark brown. Today it's gonna be the darker browns. So, in the light it looks a little red, but it's actually a pretty dark brown. You're gonna come in and just back there in that corner, smoke it out. Same on the other side. Now that the dark part is done, we're going to work here on the inner corner. I'm going to go back in with another flat brush. This one you can see I've used the light eyeshadow with. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to grab from these. So we're going to start here, and this will be the final interior corner. So we're going to go in with this pink one first. More of a skin tone-ish color for me. So you would follow the same idea with your skin tone. Right there in that corner. And I grabbed the wrong one. Awesome. We're just gonna fix that. Boom. Now we're gonna come in with this super light, almost white. And it's just gonna give that great ombre of color, giving you a super light inner corner. Okay, that's all done. You can take that same brush you just had, because it only has the super light on the end, kind of run it up here just to smooth out some of those edges before you do your brows. So before I do anything else with the eyes, I'm going to do brows. Flat, squared brush and black eyeshadow. Just kind of tap it And since I have a lot of hair on my eyebrows already, I just kind of follow it and fill it in. I don't go super perfect with my lines on my brows because that's just not how I am. Then I take just the corner of the brush to make my two little pieces because I do have the slit in my eyebrow, so there's very little hair here now, especially this last little piece. There's no hair there. There's hair there, but not there. That eyebrow's done. We're going to come here and do the same thing on the other eyebrow. Just follow the hair that's already there. Just darken it up. Now, if you want to super draw in your eyebrows, by all means, do it. It's just not something I do. And you can see I have a little bit of hair right there for my tail. I use that as my guide. Once that's on and I can see my splits, I go back in with one of my old concealers. As you can see, that is pretty empty. But there's just enough in there to clean up the slits. Just like that. And you see how it's a skin tone. It's not lighter than my skin very much, so that it doesn't give too much of a pop right there. Now that those are done, we're going to go back in with eyeliner. So now I'm going to take my liquid eyeliner from Wet n Wild, Mega Liner, and I'm going to create my wings. So I'm going to come in right to the edge of that eyeshadow. I'm going to draw it just like that, and then make like a 4, fill it in at the top, thin line across the lid, getting gradually thicker as you get to that 4. When you open your eye all the way, since I have a hooded eye, you know, when it's closed, it looks like that. Let it dry. Alright, now that it's dry, I can open my eye all the way and see if there's anywhere I need to touch up, and I do, just right here. Make it a little thicker so it's a perfect wing when it's dry. And I open my eyes. Same thing on this side. Okay. Now that that's on, liner's done, we're going to grab mascara. My mascara is LA Colors Boomtastic. Coat the lashes just so they don't show up under your falsies. Same with the other eye. You're going to do the lower lashes last, just because you want to brush off all this powder and everything first. I have all this fall out. And take my big fluffy brush and just whoosh. We're going to leave what I've smeared up under the eye, but get rid of all that extra. Now that that's all out from under my eye, I'm going to take this brush that is rounded, I'm going to go back into my palette and grab some of the same color that I put here on the outer edge. And do like that, just to kind of bring it up under my eye, okay? Same on this side, just bringing it over and under my eye. Back like that, okay? Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with a white liner, and on my lash line, my water line, you know, we're gonna color it white. Don't use liquid, use a pencil so that it'll do like that. You see how it makes your eye seem a little bit more open? Helps make it pop just a little bit more. It's scary at first. Over time, it's not so scary. Okay, now that that's all on, we're gonna do lashes. I take my lashes and my lash glue. This is Super Stronghold Eyelash Adhesive Black. It's from Envy. I got it on Amazon for like $5. My other favorite you can get at Walmart, Walgreens, H-E-B is Duo. Their stick lash glue is amazing. Their liquid is good too. It's just super runny, so I like the control I have better with these. I get black, so that way if you have to readjust it with your black eyeliner, nobody can tell. We're gonna let that dry for like 30 seconds. Okay, then we're going to take and we're going to place it, let me make sure I have the right one, on your eye. You don't want to put it all the way in the corner, you want to have a little bit off. Alright, kind of start getting it centered, putting it on, getting the center centered first and onto your eye, and then you just press it on all the way around, and boom, it's on, and it's going to stay there. Second lash, same thing, other eye. Alright, now that we have both lashes on, we're going to do some blush and highlighter. I have this blush highlighter palette by LA Colors, again from Dollar General. It's got a highlight, 2 different color blushes, and a highlighter, like a shimmer. So I come in with a brush, kind of looks like this, and I mix both. Right here on the cheekbone only, not here, but over here on the cheekbone is where you put your blush. Alright, once we have our blush on to our liking, I put a tiny bit on the end of my nose just to kind of be cute. And then we're going to put on some lipstick. Today I'm going to use my Outlast All Day CoverGirl color that I have. Its name is, I have no idea, but it's a dark purpley red color. Move my lip rings out of the way. Start with side 1. Okay. Once the top lip is done, I do the bottom. Same way. You let that dry. Once that's dry, you go in with side 2, which is the gloss. Okay, while that dries, I'm gonna fix my hair. And we are ready for the day. That brings back and done. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hoped it was a help.